This past Friday, June 16th, was dubbed Tupac Day for two main reasons. The first is that it would have been the 46th birthday of one of the greatest hip hop artists of all time, Tupac Shakur. It does not matter how old you are, you know the name Tupac Shakur. This man has done so much, not just for hip hop, but for the black community. He was always very vocal about problems in the streets, politics. It just didn't matter what the subject was. Tupac talked about it, and he also rapped about it. And he was one of the absolute best to do it. You have got to give respect to Tupac Shakur. The second reason it was dubbed Tupac Day is because Friday was the opening day for the Tupac biopic, All Eyez On Me. And I have been looking forward to this for so long. And right on Friday night, me and my girlfriend went to go see it. I'm not going to give too much away on it because I know there's some people that probably haven't seen it yet, and so I'm not going to ruin the movie for you. I'm probably going to mention one or two things, but I'm definitely not going to give you a point-for-point review of the movie. This is basically going to be just my opinion on what I thought about it. But first, I want to start with something here. I've noticed that a lot of comments on Twitter were from people that did not enjoy this movie. I really don't see the problem that people had with this movie because I really thought it was great. I mean, I will say there are two things in there that I didn't like, which I will go into. But other than that, I thought the movie was great. I'm not going to say that the movie was as great as Straight Outta Compton, because Straight Outta Compton was just amazing. But I still don't hate on this movie because, like I said, I thought it was a great telling of the man's story. But I'm not going to get on the people that say they didn't like it because if it's not to their taste, it's not to their taste. I will go ahead and talk about the two things that I personally didn't like about the movie. The first is the first act. Usually when you're watching a movie, whether it's a biopic or a fantasy or comedy, whatever, you want something that tells the story smooth from beginning to end. You don't want something that's going to start off jumping around here, then here, then here, then here. It confuses you, and that's what All Eyez On Me did to me. There was way too much jumping around in the opening act, and it seemed to get to certain points a little bit too fast. One of the best examples that I can give is the notorious movie, The Story of Biggie Smalls. It was also Biggie telling his story, but what it is, it started off him as a child, and then about halfway through the first act, see him grow into an adult, and then about halfway through the movie overall is when him and Puffy really got serious about the music. And so then from then on there, it was the rising fame, and then of course his eventual downfall, being shot down as well. But the story remained smooth from beginning to end. All Eyez On Me did way too much jumping around. Like, I get it was Tupac in jail, giving his story to this, I don't know who he was, news reporter. I really don't know who he was. I don't care either. It started off with him in the womb, Afeni Shakur dealing with some kind of trial that she was dealing with back in the day and coming out strong. And then it would jump to him being an adult, and then it would jump back to him being a kid, and then being an adult again, and then being a teenager. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's slow down a little bit, okay? And in addition to that, it's like the first act wasn't even done yet, and it already got to when he met Shout G in Digital Underground and becoming famous from there. I'm like, whoa, when the hell did we get here, man? We ain't talking about none of the other struggles to get up to that point. I mean, they did touch on some stuff. They touched on him having to move from New York to California, how he really went with that, and all the problems he faced, and some of the problems, rather, that he faced in California. But it still got to that point of him with Digital Underground way too fast. But when it did get to that point, it did run much smoothly from there. And so I definitely appreciated the movie for that. The other thing I didn't like, I can't really talk about because it would be giving away the ending. But I'm just going to say, I just wish it didn't end the way that it did. And like I said, I'm not going to say anything else on it. I'm going to let you go ahead and see it. And don't let the fact, and please don't let the fact that I said that keep you from watching this movie, because the movie is great. Please go see it. This movie really makes you appreciate the intellect of Tupac Shakur. I mean, we already appreciated him when he was alive, and even now, long after he's gone. Let me ask y'all a question real quick. You know the Thug Life tattoo that Tupac always had on him, right? Did you know that Thug Life is an acronym? Yeah, that's right. Each letter means something. It's like he was speaking to the guys in the streets that lived that life, but there's another message behind it. That's the intellect and the intelligence of Tupac. We also learned that there's a lot of times where Tupac was pretty much set up. Like if you know that what was it, that sexual assault case. Now I don't really want to say too much, but that was a setup, man, and the movie will show how it was a setup. Now the character Tupac Shakur appeared in 3 different movies. The first was Notorious, the second was Straight Outta Compton, and the third, All Eyez on Me. And he was portrayed by a different actor in all 3 movies. Now look, I don't know what y'all thought about the dude that portrayed Pac in Notorious, but if I can be just perfectly honest with y'all, I did not care for this guy at all. I really, really didn't. He made Pac sound more obnoxious than anything. Now, I know Pac was very outspoken, but he was not obnoxious. And that's what this guy made him out to be. I just really did not care for this guy at all. It seemed like it upgraded immensely when they found the guy that played Tupac in Straight Outta Compton. This guy looked so much like Pac, it was scary. I mean, you would think that they actually either got the real Pac back to life, or this is some kind of well-advanced hologram. He didn't appear on screen for a long time because, you know, it's an NWA movie, but the little that we did see of him, this guy was spot on. I really thought that when they came up with the concept for All Eyez on Me, they were going to get the guy that played him in Straight Outta Compton because of how much he looked like him. But, and I don't know how they did it, but they found a guy that looked even more like Tupac. I really thought they couldn't get closer than the guy that found Straight Outta Compton, but I was wrong, y'all. This dude looked like so much like Pac. It was scary, man. But you want to know something even scarier than that? Let me tell y'all about the actor that they got to portray Snoop. I am convinced that that is not that guy's real voice. I'm convinced that guy just moved his mouth and the real Snoop said those lines. That's how close this guy is to portraying Snoop Dogg. Like me and I think everybody else and my girlfriend in the theater, no one believed that was that guy's real voice. Like I'm sure not his real voice, but we're sure that voice still did not come out of that mouth because that was way too accurate. If you've not seen the movie, go see it, and trust me, you don't know what I'm talking about. Another thing in terms of the actors that I was really glad that they brought back Jamal Willard, who portrayed Notorious B.I.G. in the Notorious movie. They went ahead and brought him back to portray Notorious again in All Eyez on Me. I really thought that was a good move because he really did play Biggie like very, very well. He was specially picked out by Biggie's mother. So, I mean, who else you gonna get to play Biggie other than the person that Biggie's mom picked out herself? And while we're on the subject of mothers, it's just really, really, really sad that during production of this movie, Tupac's mother, Afeni Shakur, passed away. Now, I had heard that there were some things about this movie and the direction it was going that Afeni Shakur did not approve of. And unfortunately, with her being gone, we're never going to know what that was. But, you know, and I can understand because some people on Twitter did say that they can't get behind this movie because of the fact that Afeni Shakur didn't like it. And I can actually respect that one. You have got to give respect to Tupac Shakur. For real. When you really see this movie, it just really makes you appreciate him more. This movie will also kind of make you mad, though, because of the fact that, you know, back in the day we had real hip-hop, and nowadays we stuck with this. If you are thinking about seeing All Eyez on Me, by all means, go see it. Don't listen to all these comments on Twitter, okay? Go see the movie and judge it for yourself. There's a lot of people that like it. There's a lot of people that don't like it. And if you don't know which one you're going to be because you haven't seen it yet, then ignore everybody and go see the movie yourself. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, I mean, fine. If you have seen the movie, I want you to let me know in the comments down below. I want you to tell me what you thought about the movie. Thank you for watching this video. If you'd like to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video with everyone you know. And I will see you for the next one. Peace. and rest in peace. Tupac Shakur and Afeni Shakur.